Hello guys, I'm Savvy and welcome back to another Conan Exiles build video. It's been a few days, well probably more than a few days, since I've done my last build video. Apologize for that. I've been uploading Wind Waker videos and started my new Let's Play as well. You guys can check that out. I'll probably put the link of it at the end of this video here. But today, we're going to do something a little bit smaller. We're going to do something kind of simple, and I'm thinking of actually furnishing it today because as you could see that I'm in this winter biome, and I actually did do another video where I was in the snow biome as well, and I built this huge structure, which I'll probably put the link at the end of the video as well. And it was fantastic, but I want to do something smaller, and since it's still winter, I kind of want to go with more of the winter theme, and I want to make like a cozy cabin of some sort. So where I am right now is in this little snow pocket that is at E11, at the bottom of E11, and this is actually where this river begins, and it's right next to the bridge of the Betrayer. And what's interesting about this spot here is that yes, it is cold, but just having regular armor doesn't actually make you freeze. And even if you don't have any clothes on, you'll probably just be at least very cold, so you won't have frostbite or anything. So this is why the area is really good, even if you're kind of low level and don't have the level 60 armor that you need to get. So for this build, I'm going to do something that's built, we're going to use vanilla. We're going to use insulated wood because I do like insulated wood. But I'm also going to mix it up with some other things too, with fence foundations and other things like that. So I'm going to go ahead and take Frontier here, Frontier Foundations, and just kind of build a rectangle. So, and this is going to have a loft as well. And it's pretty small. I mean, usually, cabins aren't really that big. Or like cozy, cozy homes in the snow biome. And I'm going to have the front door face this way because as you're coming along past the bridge of the Betrayer, you're coming down this way. So kind of having a way of, like, imagine a path here because there's a path that's over there by the water, and you could build like a little bridge if you want to right there as well. But anyway, so I'm gonna go maybe, um, let's say this length, but you want to make sure, at least the way that I'm gonna do it, is have the wood panels be horizontal. And sorry if I sound sick. I'm still getting over a sickness, so that's why my voice sounds like this. And if I cough from time to time, like that, then yeah, I'm still trying to get over it. I apologize though. But I don't want to make this completely square because it's kind of boring. So I'm gonna add kind of something off to the side here, like this, just to add a little bit of depth to it. But the other side is gonna be flat. So I'm gonna go back to my insulated wood, and I'm gonna take the fence foundations here and just go around and fill these in. And much like with some other types of fence foundations, the outside and inside, they're sort of the same, but not, they're sort of similar to each other, but you could see that, and I'm building in third person, you could see up close just kind of the way that these shift when they're outside versus inside. But it doesn't really matter at the end, at least for these fence foundations. Some of them have drastic differences, like Aquilonian or Argosian. Those are different depending on how you face them. One is like really flat, and then the other side has actual like brick pattern on it, or it has like a sort of decoration as well. So I'm going to go back through and take the Frontier Foundations away. And I'm going to put in a Frontier ceilings. And the reason why I'm doing this is because it saves up on some resources because fence foundations cost less than regular foundations, and since this is small anyway, I mean, it doesn't really matter, but also for anybody who may have not such a good PC, it's really good, or you're, you know, even for console as well, like if you're playing on PS4 still, doing something like this is really good because it doesn't take much to render if you use ceilings versus foundations. And you might want to put pillars underneath at least to keep support. So that way, if you decide to build up really high, you'll have that support underneath at the bottom. All right, so let's go back to our insulated wood again. And we're going to just build this up the way that we normally would. So the front door is going to go here, right in the middle. I'm going to have two windows here. And we're going to put a bunch of walls in as well. And the corners will have the walls, and this will have a window here. Those are walls. Then this middle wedge will have a window. And I'm thinking just putting a window there, right in the middle, and then on each of these sides, every two here is going to be the regular wall. All right, so this is kind of the shape that we got right now, which it doesn't look cozy at all because there's no roof on it or anything like that. But we're going to build up again. We're going to build up to 2. Because we don't want our ceiling to be too low, because that just won't be comfortable at all. And then we're going to build our roof. So you're probably thinking, well, if we're using insulated wood, are we going to use the insulated wood roofs? No. Heck no. Because these, I don't like these at all. If you like these, then, you know, that's your... You know, that's your choice to like them, but for me, I don't like them at all. So a really good one, which there's a couple here. The Asir is really cool to use, but I feel like that's for maybe something a little different. It doesn't really match that well. There's also the Numidian, which is a good, I'd say typically a good first choice to have, but again, it doesn't really match. So one good thing that I think is really good for a cozy home or like a log cabin is the stone brick roof pieces. Excuse me. So look at that. Like it's all wood for those roof pieces. It's really cool. I like it. So we're going to be using these as our roof here. And I want to make sure that, you know, this wedged part also has a roof over it too. And we need to use our inverted wooden sloped roof corners, just like that. And then go back in with your insulated walls, your right sloping, left sloping. And I'm going to put another window right here because this is where the bedroom's going to be. And as I said, I want to make it into a loft, and I'm going to try my best to do so. Where there's enough room for the bed, there's enough room for walking around a little bit, things like that. Now we'll get our roof cap here, and then go back in with the stone brick roof complete like that. Now we got our shell. This is pretty much our shell. Looks good. Looks pretty good, I'd say. Alright. So going inside here, pretty hollow. But we're going to bring up some stairs here. And we could use the frontier stairs, which look pretty darn good. And there's even kind of, with some of the build kits, there's some staircases that are smaller than that. But they function kind of odd. So like these Asir stairs, so they go like this, but I don't know. Like, they don't cover the whole square. And sometimes it just, I don't know, it just doesn't it doesn't work out the way that I would hope so, but at the same time, it kind of does. So we could try to use it. And the thing is there's no fences that covers only half of the square. It still covers the whole thing. So that's kind of the downside of that, if that makes sense. But I'm going to build it like this. And since it's a loft, it's going to overlook some of the house. Probably not that much. But I definitely want to make sure that it's pretty decently covered and definitely has the space for a bed and everything. And the roof is pretty low here, but I don't want to build it any higher than this high because it's more I need it to be small and cozy, you know. So, and even if you can't get it to be a loft, it's okay to even make it as a second floor instead. So what I could do is, and I forgot, this part here too would be the loft part. So yeah, you have kind of this going on here. And I might cover that up with wall pieces, just because it just doesn't look good from this angle. So I'm going to cover it like that, and then like that too. So that looks kind of better. There are wolves around this area too, so you might want to clear out the wolves first before anything. And then I could put fences like that. And I don't know if this would work the same if I didn't have less building placement restrictions on. Probably not, not sure. But I'm just going to put those there just in case. So if I were to put a bed, it's going to have to be a small one. So, I mean, literally the bed could be right in the middle as you go up the stairs. Or if you want to go more of like this Stygian bed, for example, you just tuck it away right there in the corner. Actually, that's not bad. I like that. And we might have some end tables to put in here too. Lights. I love these Aquilonian hanging lamps. They're just really nice to have. They light up the place really well, and it's pretty dim, and I like that. But we need lights down here as well. So I'll put 3 of those there, just in case, and this needs to be more centered. It was kind of hard to center it from that point, but something like this, and then we can also put one right here too. Kind of light up that section. Actually, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. If I built that up a little bit higher, then at least from the back, it would probably look better. I'm gonna try that real quick. I'm gonna see how that looks, and then I'll show you guys real quick. And if I don't like it, then I'm gonna change it. But we'll give it a shot. Okay, so I built it up by one more, and the way that I have it built up actually isn't that bad. I kind of like it. That looks good. So, and from the inside, there's a lot more headspace now. As you get up here, which this part's... That's why these stairs are a little silly. Because of this. You have to, like, crouch or something to get down. Which, I forget it's... I always forget it's C to crouch. But, I mean, I'll deal with it. But yeah, look at this. A lot more space here. And I'm gonna put some more of these hanging lanterns. Hanging braziers. I mean, they're technically hanging braziers, but they look more like lanterns. And then we're gonna have a nice, coolly lit, not too bright, loft area. That looks really nice, I think. I'm gonna put a fence there. It's just this part can't be fenced off, and if I were to try to use the regular stairs, it probably wouldn't look as good. So we have the stairs here, but this actually cuts off the room in a good space, because what I'm thinking of doing is maybe cutting off a portion. Which, this is the other problem too. Like, I could use something like this, but it's just not going to work either. Unless you crouch underneath. So these stairs are only functional for open space and literally like not having anything directly underneath it unless you decide to crouch. But I'm going to keep it there just in case. And what I was trying to do is maybe have a little storage area here and just kind of wall this stair off on this side, but it's not going to work. So it's fine. It is fine. I mean, the least I could do is probably just wall off this portion right here and probably have this face this direction instead. Excuse me. Alright, because the back here is going to be where the kitchen is, and then the front here is going to be the living room. But what I want to do is extend this out a little bit more and have the porch area, which is going to be quite small because I do want to use awnings. And do the stone bricks? They do have awnings, thank goodness. I was actually really hoping that there would be awnings for this. But these awnings are really nice. I like that a lot. And for the floor is going to be wood, but I might want to use a different kind of wood instead. Now we have a cedar wood, which is too bright. I don't want something like that. I mean, there is the insulated wood ceilings, which, yeah, you know what? Yeah, like an old log cabin or something like that. Yeah, it looks good. And then for the outside, we'll use the insulated wood stairs with railings, and they'll go off from the side there. Oh, the wolf wants to make it his home. Insulated wood door, and there we go, just like that. It looks really nice. Now for the outside here, we can have a nice bench, which I believe it is seating? Yes, seating. So something that looks probably not comfortable, but at least, you know, that you usually see, yeah, like something like this. We'll put it right by let the thing sit by the window there. And I would like some, I mean, plants probably wouldn't make sense, but I know certain kinds work, and the only problem is that these are so big. Like, if there was smaller potted plants, that would be great, but the other thing that we could do is probably have pots and jars out here. So, like that in the corner there. That's too big. That's too big. Something like this, and then one more, like, right there. Yeah, that looks good. And I think some carpets would look good too. But something that's really small. Something that's like a, yeah, like this, but kind of matches more if there is that. Here, there's like different colors. This looks good. Oh, actually this one. We'll go with this one. There we go. One there, and then I definitely want to put one on the inside here as well. Just like that. Beautiful. I like that. So now there are fireplaces that we can put in here, and I'm just gonna be putting one. And the thing is that I don't know what it's under. um, there's wall decor, which we'll probably go through all these, and I'll just place them down. Place down like paintings and stuff, things like that. I think are good to have as I find the fireplace. And I think I'll also make actual spot for like the smoke stack or the chimney. Chimney makes more sense. And then the upstairs is going to be decorated a little bit more too. And then I'll also put, you know, yeah, like the stove here, which I'll put the stove right here in the corner, right under the stairs, which might be an odd place to put it, but that's fine. Right there. We have, yeah, the large campfire. That takes up most of the space, so it'd be best to keep it more out in the open. So like that, for example. And then where this spot is here, we could have a table. We'd have tables and Probably just one table, and it's gonna be kind of small, so probably a house for either just one person or at least two. And I'm thinking at least two people. So I'll probably put a table down and then put some chairs around it too. Oh, here it is. Fireplaces. They actually have their it actually has its own spot. So we have a fireplace right here. I love this one. It's a Nemedian fireplace. It's just so nice to have. And it also has its own light. So this is a good source of light in case you don't want to use any like hanging braziers or anything like that, or any wall braziers. And the cool thing is that there's log piles, and we could put a log pile right here. We could put one right there. That looks really nice. Okay, so the next thing is seating. We need more seating again, and I'm trying to find the tables. I'm still trying to find the tables, but I do want a spot for sitting in front of the fireplace. And I might actually get rid of this mat here, and instead of having that, we're going to use another carpet. And, oh, that looks good. That's too big. That's like too fancy. That's too small. Some of these are just too small or too big. Um, this one's just, yeah, this one's too big. Like way too big. These are probably the best ones to use. And I'm probably going to use this Keaton carpet, this red one. Excuse me. This red one here. And it's hard to line them up properly. Again, because there's like no snapping going on. Alright, but let's go back to seating real quick. And I definitely want to put some chairs here that face diagonally. And wherever I put this, I'm not going to move my camera at all. Well, I place these down so I can flip it the other way. See that? It's a little like that. There we go. And then I could put like a little... That's a stool, so that's not going to work. So tables and desks. Here we go. And I want a little table in the middle here. Not that. Not that. Not that. Some of these are too big as well. Like a little end table or something. Yeah, like something like this. So that way when you sit down, you can reach and place something on top of this. Just something nice. Which we could put some like pots and jars and stuff on this that aren't too big. Yeah, something like that. That looks nice. Looking good. Looking good for sure. I definitely want some bookshelves. Bookshelves would be nice to have. Trophies are also good to have because, you know, for log cabins, you'll see trophies or mounted heads on the walls. Probably even taxidermied animals too. Which I don't really use taxidermied animals that much. But no, we could do that. We could do that instead. But I still want a bookshelf. I still want a bookshelf. Here it is. Found it. Library bookshelf. This is like acting really finicky. We're gonna bring it up to 2. Yeah, so this was actually in a battle pass. And it's really nice. Wine rack, I definitely want to put that somewhere. Right by the stove, we'll do that. Some other shelves here would probably be good to have. Probably like right there, and I'll put some decorations on top of it. And I wanted to put something here, but I'm not really sure what exactly. Yeah, I'm not really sure. It's like bats and stuff like that, but we're not gonna have that. Let me put the tables down as well. Because I want a table over here, because this is where we're gonna eat and stuff. So we use this one, the barrel table. What's this one? Low wooden table. That's a mercenary camp table. That's a little too big, I think. Yeah. Same with this too. Let me see. Let me place this down. No, that's not too big, actually. I'd say that's a decently sized table. And then we'll get some chairs in here. I'm not going to use these ones again. I want to use a different kind. And that's too big. Too big of a chair. Aquilonian chair, too big. Those, I mean, those are some fancy chairs, but those can work. Or this wooden chair. Yeah, this wooden chair works. Really? Another object or terrain? What are you talking about? That's weird. Does it say it over here too? Oh, I see. I think it's because it's too close. Yeah. Hmm. Didn't expect that to happen, but that's okay. That's fine. We'll just have them be kind of far from each other. There we go. And now, we could put some more pots and jars in here, but there's actually some kitchen stuff that we could put on here too. I just gotta find it, because there's so many things here. Here it is, dishware. So, probably a plate, couple plates, and a bowl. Maybe a smaller bowl like that. Teapot, for sure. Put an iron mug there. An iron pitcher. I'm gonna move this. What else we got here? We want to give you a cup too, a flagon. We'll rotate it like that. And then, probably put another plate down, an iron pan. Yeah, we'll put that down there too. Yeah, that looks good. And I think a light would be nice, probably hanging down. I don't know if there's anything that's not that bright that hangs down. How bright is this? That's not too bad, but I think I'll just stick with this. Stick with that, because that's just better overall anyway. Yeah. And like with the taxidermy animal, I think I'll have at least one animal hanging from... That's too big. Way too big. Maybe a wolf trophy, because there are wolves out here. Or even a bear. Yeah, you know what? We'll put a bear trophy right there. And then probably right above here, we'll put a wolf. A wolf trophy. So there's a dire wolf trophy. I don't think that there's a regular wolf trophy, though. Hmm. I don't see one. Oh, that's really tiny. That's tiny. We'll put one there. Probably other smaller animals too, then, I guess. Yeah, like this antelope here. And probably a deer. Yeah. There we go. That looks good. I like that. It's looking really cozy. It's looking pretty cozy already. I like it. I do. I really, really do. There are also some different kinds of decorations, which I think, yeah, decorative. There's a decorative basket. There's incense. There's this illusionist mystery box. There's all kinds of cool things. You know what? I'm going to put this here. That'd be good for some decorative items. A beautiful fan. Oh yeah, token of embrace. Put right there too. Nice. It looks good. I don't think anything needs to be there. I think less is more, you know? Less is usually more. Okay, so let's go upstairs. And I want to put a carpet underneath here. And it's going to be kind of a small carpet. Yeah, I wanted to use this. And I think I'll use it up here. And I'm going to change where the bed is now. I'm going to put it right. Well, actually, if you have two people over, you probably have a bed there and then a bed right here. Like that. Yeah. And then each side will probably have... Or... Is that too big? I mean, the carpet's too small for that bed. Oh, yeah, this one. I mean, this might be too fancy for a log cabin, but you don't know. You don't know. I like this bed a lot. It's really nice. It is super nice. And I think the carpet's big is a good enough size for that. So I need tables and desks. Because the vanity table, I want one on this side, one on this side. And for decorative, one side will have incense on top of it, and then another one will have this mystery box right there. That's nice. I like that. Over here, this could be where a desk could go. And we'll get to tables and desks again. And for a nice... That's too big. For a nice desk, I need a smallish table. If I can hopefully find one. That one almost fits pretty well, but not well enough. That's too gross. There's the strategy table, that works. That actually fits where I need it to be. What about the... Yeah, no, that's... Yeah. We'll just go with this one, the strategy table. And we'll put an Argosian chair here, and I'll put it off to the side. And now we can have books and notes here. I have this right in front. Nemedian scroll. Nemedian journal. I don't like how they stand up like that. Some more books here, stacked up. Studying everything that there is. Let's see. A war map. A tome. And some paper. Yeah, look at that. And we need some more wall decorations too. Wall decor. Put that there. And above this, we'll put this Nemedian relief. Right up there. That looks so good. And then probably up here we'll put this Nemedian relief as well. Oh, that's so gorgeous. I love it. It looks amazing. That looks great. Now, one thing I've actually thought of is lowering the ceiling a little bit from here and have these hang down a little bit lower. Because the way that this cuts off here is a little bit awkward to me. So what I'm going to do is take our Nemedian ceilings. I'm going to remove all these. So it's going to get dark for a second. Put those there. And then just put the lanterns back. Although, this time I might just need one. One is good enough, honestly. Doesn't need to be too bright. Or maybe two. I could put one right there. And one right there. Just like that. Yeah, that's good. It's pretty well lit, I'd say. I mean, the true test would be seeing it at nighttime, so I think that's what we're going to do. I also need to put some lights out here, because there are no lights. that are outside here. So probably some nice, yeah, ground lanterns. I like these ground lanterns. They're nice. We could put them right in the middle, like that, for the outside. And then for out here, we might need to put like road lanterns around here, something like that, to brighten it up a little bit more. But I think for the sake of light, I'm just gonna put standing torches around here just to make it a little easier for us to see, because it does get pretty dark at night. Alright, I'm gonna switch to nighttime and we'll see what it looks like. Alright, so it doesn't look, yeah, this is pretty dark here still. This doesn't give off enough light as I thought it was gonna do. So, oops. Let me just break it with my fists. We're gonna use a better sort of lighting. Just, how bright is this? Like, you'd think that these would be a little bit, oh, that's actually not bad. So I'm gonna put one probably right here. Put one right there. Yeah, like that. Oh yeah, that's better. I like that. It doesn't make sense because, you know, wood. But, you know, video game logic. It's just better for lighting anyway. Alright. Let's get a nice tour of this place. One final look around. So I'm gonna look on the outside here. So it's, you know, it's small. It obviously wouldn't fit all the, you know, benches you need inside, and you can see that on the outside the shell has a higher point in the back than it does in the front. That is to make room for the loft that is upstairs. But let's go up here where there's a beautiful awning covering us from the snow. There's a nice chair here that we could sit in and look out. So nice. Beautiful. You know, there's wolves around, but they're ignoring us. A nice welcome, a nice mat to, you know, clean your feet, wipe your feet on. And then inside, we have a beautiful living room right away. We have this creepy looking taxidermied elk king in front of us, but that's okay. We have to the left a beautiful fireplace with some logs here that are being held in case you need to put more logs into the fire. Some nice pictures or paintings above the fireplace. Really pretty. A nice place to sit by the fire and take in all the warmth from when you stepped from it, when you stepped inside from the cold. Now you could also turn on and off the fireplace if I wanted to, but I'm gonna keep it on for the sake of the video. But also by the taxidermied elk king, we have a array of books on these bookshelves. Really nice, really pretty. Just something to fill up the space on the wall here. We also have a mount of a bear. We also have other mounts here by the dining area, which we have a nice table here and some nice plates, cups, a place for our tea to warm up. And you could even kind of look out the window from either side if you want to. I mean, these windows are small anyway, but yeah. And then in this corner by the fireplace, we just have some knickknacks right here, some decorative, valuable items. And then back here's the kitchen, which not really much going on. Back here, we just have our stove, and then we have our campfire here to make our food. So, yeah, just the essential items. So as we go upstairs, We have a beautiful loft area, and it's a loft because I'm able to kind of look down from up here. As you could see, you could see probably half of the living room, if not most of it. And you could look down from whoever comes inside. You'd be like, who is that? Who's at the door? Just yell at the person from up here. But you and a friend, or you and your significant other, if you're playing this together, you can have your bed, which it only counts as one person, but pretend it doesn't. Um, and we have a beautiful desk for either one of you to work at. You can read all kinds of books, scrolls, this whatever sorcery book it is. Uh-oh. Am I stuck in the chair? Maybe I put this in a bad spot. I put that in a bad angle. Alright, let's see if this works. Yeah, there we go. That's better. Just had to turn it a little bit more to the right. Alright, that's better. And, yep, the bed right here. We have a mystery box here and some lovely end tables here for you to place stuff on with some, like, incense, for example, making the place smell great and, you know, clearing out any stress or whatever. And then we have these beautiful Namibian reliefs here, just kind of filling up the empty space that's above here. Yeah, it looks amazing. I think it turned out really well, guys. I really do like how this turned out so much, and I hope you guys did too. Um, Despite some of these features here, like the way that these stairs are, and I went with these cedar ones because they're made out of wood, and that's like the best thing to use with these kind of stairs. There's other ones, but they like the pyramid one, but the pyramid one would not match at all. But yeah, yeah, this looks very cozy, and I'd definitely love to live here if I had this in real life, and I hope you guys would too. But if you did enjoy this, be sure to leave a like if you haven't already. I'd really appreciate that. And don't forget to hit subscribe as well, because that lets me know that you guys enjoy the content on the channel and would like to see more. I'd like to give a shout out to my friend Barry Medley for being a member of the channel, and you can become a member too by hitting the join button down below. I've been Savvy, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys! See you later.